All right, we're going to check out this Wolf EDG closed emitter optic. It's an RMR footprint by Cyelee today. You can advertise that this thing's pretty tough and robust, and I've tested a ton of the Cyelee pistol optics. Check out the parts, accessories, and optics playlist on the channel for all of that. I've even torture tested the crap out of one well beyond what it was supposed to survive, and it survived with flying colors, so I'm sure it'd be no different for this one. So this is an enclosed emitter. As I said, I'll show you that in just a second. There's your instructions. Cyelee always comes with a lifetime warranty, guys. They always come with awesome instructions and little tip cards there to help you get it zeroed quickly and easily. If you've never done it before, it really is quite simple. So here's the optic there. I think I'm going to have to pause the camera here maybe. Yeah. Silica pack obviously down in there, and these always come with a ton of hardware, so you're almost guaranteed to have whatever length, thread pitch, and whatnot size screws that you're going to need for 99% of guns out there. I've never got one of these and not been able to mount it up because they always come with so much hardware that's awesome, so you don't have to, you know, hunt for screws forever to try to find something that works. It's almost guaranteed that's going to work for you there. And I also really like they got this dry thread locker on all of them. You know, with the goo stuff that I'm used to squirting in from yesteryear, you got to let it, you know, cure overnight, 24 hours, whatever. This stuff, every time I can just put them on, torque them up, and it's ready to go. There's no set time really. You're just good to go right out of the box, so that's awesome too. I've had them fling off before trying to use the sticky goopy stuff because it didn't set up enough, but this dry stuff, it almost instantly sets. A little tool there for your adjustments. Okay, there's another tool there for whatever you would need for it. And there she is there. Let's see if I can get it dumped out here. There we go. So if you don't know, closed emitters, you got glass on both sides, so the little reticle emitter, what have you, in there, it's sealed off, so you don't ever have to worry about it getting a drop of water on it or dust or anything like that, and then causing a hazy reticle, hazy dot, anything like that, because it's an enclosed system. Now, typically, in the enclosed emitters of yesterday, they were always pretty dang big optics, so this is one of the smallest, if not the smallest, closed emitter you can get here. So now you can finally get closed emitter systems and a really compact package here with this Wolf EDG by Cyelee. So we're going to get her mounted up on here and get her sighted in and do some shooting with it. Now, other than what I've already showed you or discussed, the box pretty much gives you all your stats there. And so you can pause and read all that. Of course, got 8 daytime. These are 100%. I mean, it's full sun today, so you guys are going to see. And you can see it, no problem. I never even have them turned up all the way in full sun. These things are plenty bright. You got the shake awake, so you know, you let it set still, it'll shut off on its own. As soon as you pick it up, it'll kick back on, or you can just operate it manually. And this is a 3 MOA dot, and Cyelees always have really fine, crisp dots. So yeah, let me get this thing tightened up here, and we'll get to shooting her. And by the end of the video, I'll do my best to show you what that dot there looks like. It always looks way better in person, but I'll try to get an image through the glass for you to show you kind of what it looks like, because the camera never looks nowhere near as good as in person. And one last note, it does have kind of that rear sight system there, you can see in the lower there. So for some pistols where you have to remove your rear sight to mount an optic, depending on the height of your front sight and how high it is mounted on your slide and all that, those will potentially line up to give you backup iron sights there in case your battery dies or anything catastrophic happens or what have you. Although again, I've tested a ton of these pistol dots by them now, never had a single issue, even with the one that we did a torture test on. So you're unlikely to ever need those backup sights there, but it's always good to have them built in there. I like that feature. All right, we're ready to go here. For anyone who's wondering, I believe that's a Delta Team Tactical slide there. Okay, and we got factory Glock sights on her, and I can tell right off the bat, just out of the box, again, I'll get you guys a much better image of that dot. It's like way smaller now. It's not focusing on it right now. You can see the dots slightly off to the left. So that should mean our impact's going to be slightly right. So go ahead and take a shot or two down here just to confirm that. And then we'll make some adjustments on that dot there to get her perfectly zeroed. Just starting out here about 7 yards. Oh, here's what I really meant to show you. So with the Glock sight heights, you know, you put your, that's interesting. The camera's making it look a little weird. When I put it in the middle, I cannot see that front sight. But anyways, these sights are about the same height. Yeah, you can see they're about the same, maybe just a tad higher than that. So they're pretty much out of the way there with the factory Glock sight heights on this DTT slide there. So you would need a little higher if you want a lower 1/3 co-witness or whatever, but just for anyone who was wondering there. Just start out here center mass. Okay, yep. Off to the right there, like I said it would be, and we're low there. Although that's a little bit close. Typically, I like to zero for 10 yards. And to be honest, I was probably shooting for more like 5-yard distance instead of 7. Let me get you set up here. We'll show you how to adjust this guy real quick. Super, super simple. Of course, their instructions will walk you through it, no problem. Alright, it's pretty windy out here, so I hope you guys can hear me all right. So as you can see there, they're clearly marked if I can get it in the freaking sunlight there. So if you turn that counterclockwise, it's going to move your point of impact up. If you turn it clockwise, it's going to move your point of impact down. We need to impact higher. Nice force feedback clicks on that. I might need to go a little further. And we're off to the right. So you see if you turn it counterclockwise, clearly marked again, it's going to shift your point of impact off to the right, but we need to go left, so we're going to turn clockwise. Good force feedback on that too. Oh, by the way, I should have mentioned, side battery tray there, so you do not have to dismount to change your battery out when the time comes. I feel like I might have went a little too far left, but let's find out here. Now we're pretty close. Actually, I need just a tad more up and maybe 1 or 2 clicks more to the left. So I'll do that off cam, and then we'll knock down some of the steel down here. That guy was stubborn. Every one of those were hits. It took a lot to get it to fall. Alright, we'll pop our other mag in here. And from back here, this is a laser rangefinder confirmed 15 yards to those bowling pins, and they're only 3 to 4 inches wide, so essentially headshot 15 yards.
If you guys are looking to get yourself a good budget rangefinder, I've been using this one here for years. Comes in well under $100. Link in the description.
All right, those 3 there are my fault. Getting a little overzealous. Let me slow down here. We'll hit her for sure. Hey, I am liking this setup, man. This thing. Oh, fantastic with that dot on there. It makes it too easy. And you see my target over there. We still just got those 4 shots. So 4 shots and I'm completely zeroed in there. So like I said, they're really easy to zero if you know what you're doing. So I think I got it pretty good here actually where we can see the dot. So I'll swing over. There you go, nice fine little dot there right in the center. If I zoom in, it's probably gonna, yep, it's gonna blur on us, but I would have done something with my editor there, so we'll be able to see a little closer. But yeah, nice fine little crisp dot there. And of course, again, in person it looks way better. I actually got a surprisingly good focus on it, making it look nice and small and fine and crisp like it should. It's just brighter in person and more vibrant red and not that pink color. And I don't even have it turned up all the way, like I said, and we're in full sun, guys. So I mean, typically I usually do a little more shooting when I do these optic reviews, but I think that's all I need to do right there. This headshots, again, they were bowling pins, but super stinking easy. I mean, 4 shots and we're good to go. Rapid fire, super easy. I never lost the dot, so for me at least, having some experience with red dots, although I usually run irons, especially for on my carry weapons, I had no problem keeping that dot in the window there under rapid fire. You know, again, I fully endorse Cyelee Optics. I've been testing their stuff on the channel for a couple years now, and probably a dozen models by now. Never had a single issue. The quality on them is fantastic. They always have nice, fine, crisp dots and reticles. Absolutely love Cyelee, and this one's no different. So again, this guy will be linked in the description if you want to check it out. Products I cannot link to on YouTube, make sure you check out my campsite page, but everything else I use in my videos that I can link to on here, like my target stand there, paper targets I use, safety glasses, earmuffs, rangefinder, way more. All that's linked in the description of the video. So if you guys want a compact and closed emitter that's not going to break the bank there, definitely check out the Cyelee Wolf EDG. Check out the parts, accessories, and optics playlist for all my other Cyelee optic reviews. But thanks for stopping by and checking this one out today, guys. I really appreciate it. And I hope to catch you on the next one.